Hey guys, welcome to day 10 of Vlogust. So it's a little bit late for me, but I was like, I'm not gonna skip. I'm gonna, go ahead and just record my Vlogust, edit it, and get it posted. So for crochet, I did a little bit of crochet. I worked on a few different projects for a little bit each, but I didn't do a ton of crochet today. The first thing I worked on this morning was my blanket. And I'm just loving this project. Oh my gosh, I just love this color so much. I actually worked on this until I ran out of more yarn. So I had 2 of these packs, so I had 6 skeins of this, and I've gone through 3 already. I'm going through yarn a lot faster than I thought, and I think probably the main reason is when I was thinking about starting this project, okay, Cody, Cody's already starting, but I'm going to keep vlogging because I got to get this done. Cody can wait a second. Yeah, so when I first started this project, I was planning to do just a traditional granny square that had like the spaces, but I wanted it to be a rectangle, and I didn't know how to actually start the rectangle, so I just found a random tutorial, and I went with one by Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, and it was titled The Modern Granny Square. And I didn't realize, I thought it was called modern because it was a rectangle instead of a square, but it's actually a different stitch. And I love how this looks. I love this for a blanket, but it's taken a lot more yarn than I thought. So I'm gonna do, I want to have 10 rows of this before I switch to the pink, and right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to do 2 more rounds in the super bright color, and then I'm going to switch to pink. I want this to be pretty big. So I don't know. I might have to try to get some more yarn because I don't know if I'm going to have enough to make it big enough. I'm sorry about the crazy lighting that's going on. It is later, so the lighting is like, it's dark. So I have the lights on in my room, but it's still kind of just dim. It's not like the natural light. So yeah, so this was the first thing I worked on this morning, and I actually got up super early again. I was like crocheting again at like 4 in the morning, and it was so nice because it was raining. Like some rain. Like, the forecast has been like saying every day, like, oh, there's going to be rain today, and hadn't rained. It did rain a few drops a couple days ago, like just drops. Like you could just see, like when I would look outside at the sidewalk, I could count the drops basically. But this time it was a decent amount, and it was so nice. Weather was a lot cooler. It was only like 85 today. I know that seems hot, but for us, that was like, it was a chilly day almost. So that was really nice. So I crocheted on this like at 4 in the morning and just enjoyed the time. I did get started on my Critters Crochet Stitch Along. I didn't get that much done, but I did do the first 2 rounds of week 4. So loving this project, and it is officially now known as, well, I haven't decided. I have 2 names. It's either going to be just the blue froggy or the curvy blue frog. So if my curve gets fixed, it's just going to be the blue froggy, because I have just frogged this project so many times, but loving it. And I decided to... What's up, kitty? Cody's sister is right here, so had to move her out the way. So yeah. Okay, I made the mistake. I said the name. He heard his name, so he's like, let me answer. So, yes. I started another project. So, I saw a few of you guys were making like, smaller projects, like shawls that you could wear at church or scarves, and I was like, well, I want to do one too. Oh, air. Okay, hold on, let me turn off the air. Alright, sorry, I just had to turn off the air conditioner because it's right here and blows directly into the microphone, and that does not sound nice. So, yes, I decided to start a scarf. And I've never made a scarf before. I didn't know, like, I don't know anything about making a scarf, but I got some great tips. And one of the things I was like, how do you know what size to make a scarf? And you guys had some great suggestions. And one of them was like, you make it the length of your body. So when you like wrap it around, it's going to hang at a nice length. So I thought that was perfect. And the other suggestion, because at first I was like, I kind of don't want to do a scarf just because it's so hot here and I won't really have many chances to wear it. But one of the suggestions was like, hey, just make a narrow one and use it as an accessory instead of like something to actually keep you warm. So that's what I started. It did end up being a little bit wider than I had in mind, because I think when I was thinking about it, I was saying like a scarf to be, I don't know, maybe like that. But I actually really like this. The yarn that I'm using, it is a mandala in the color Wishing Well, and it's Baby. And the label says that it is a light 3. It's very thin. Like, I think I've used a DK yarn in the past, but this seems really, really light, like really, really thin. I had originally picked this up because I thought it was really pretty, and I thought this would be fun to make like just some type of amigurumi, like a simple thing like a bear. So like it would be different colors, like the one leg will be one color, you know, the other leg a different color like that. But I didn't realize actually how thin this was until I actually started crocheting with it. So it's thin, like really, really thin. I mean, it's pretty, it's very, very soft. It's just I'm not used to actually crocheting with a yarn that's this thin. And the label says that you should use a size H, and for me that felt like huge to be using with this thin yarn. But I was like, you know, since it is a scarf, like it'll like make the stitches, you know, have, I guess, more drape to them, so it might be nice. So yeah, so I did go ahead and I started using this with the recommended hook size. And I decided for my scarf to do a big chunk of just single crochets. And I did that for a couple of reasons. One, when I picked up this yarn and I started making my chain, like it felt really awkward in my hands because it's just so thin to me. So I wanted like a little bit of practice. So I just started doing some single crochet just to kind of get the feel for it. And then I realized, hey, I'm going to just make that part of my project. So I'm kind of thinking I might add like fringes to the scarf. I do like the look of fringes on stuff. But if I don't have enough yarn, or, you know, I decide not to, then just this little single crochet will be that'll be my little fringe area. So I am all caught up on this Critters Stitch Along on my little scarf sample. So I have week 1. I love week 1. I think this has been my favorite stitch so far because it has all of the spaces. Week 2 were the closed scallops. Week 3, that was a diagonal, it was like a diagonal tilt one, and then this is the newest one. I think week 4 is probably my second favorite. I love them all, but I think that's probably going to be my second favorite. But yeah, so I am actually only going to do, like, for my other blanket, I was doing the repeat over and over and over, just trying to get like a kind of like 4-inch block of the stitch. But for this one, I'm just going to do whatever Teresa recommends on her Critters Crochet tutorial. So whatever she's doing, if she's doing the repeat just once or however many times, that's just what I'm going to follow along and work with my scarf. This yarn is so thin. Like, I pulled out, when I was looking for the center pull, like I pulled out a chunk and I thought that was just a tiny bit, but what I pulled out was enough to get me like this far. So I'm pretty sure that this is gonna get me totally through the whole scarf, and I'll probably have quite a bit left over. Like, yeah, so hopefully I do get to get out of the blues and have some of the other colors in here as well. If it's not changing, I might go ahead and just do a little bit of color control just so I get some of all of the colors. But yeah, so this is my next project I'm working on. Cody, oh, I gotta say his name. Cody update. So Cody's doing great. He's been wanting a lot of attention today, like just a lot of attention. I did, the cats have like, they have a lot of like little just cat beds and all that stuff everywhere. And one of the things that they have, it's like a little couch, and it's meant to look like a leather couch. It's not real leather, it's pleather, but you know, it's made to look like a leather couch. And where I had it at, no one was really using it. It's so cute though. I love it. So I leave it out because I love the way it looks, but the cats weren't really using it. So I don't know. I was just kind of thinking like, I wonder if Cody might want this. So I went and got it, and it's pretty big. It does get in the way. So, but I went and I got it, and I was like, you know, I'm going to see if Cody likes this. So I set it down where in his little area, and I was getting ready to make space for it, and he immediately jumped up on it. I'll put a few pictures. Like, he loved it. I was going to put a cute blanket on it for him, but he got on it so quickly that I was just like, okay, I'll just grab a towel really quick and put that for him to, you know, relax on. But since I put that thing in there, he has just been napping on that all day. I was really surprised because it is a little bit high off the ground, and that's why I was kind of like hesitant to put it, because I was thinking that, you know, it wouldn't feel great for him to like have to kind of like, it's not really a jump, but it's more like a step up, I guess. And I didn't think he would like that, but he loves it. So I'm really happy he has a, you know, a different place to nap, and I'll leave it in there as long as he's using it. But you know, if it looks like he wants a different bed, then I'll swap it up for him. But he is doing great. So again, I just want to keep just thanking everyone for all the help that you guys have given me throughout this process. So many donations from everyone, and I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate all the prayers and the positive thoughts. So thank you so much for that. I do have the GoFundMe for Cody still going. I'm going to leave that up as long as I can. So if anyone would still want to donate to contribute to Cody's care and all of his splint changes and everything and surgery costs and all of that, I would greatly appreciate it. Oh gosh, Cody, he is just being noisy. He wants attention. I've been in there with him for so long, but he just wants attention today. And the last thing is my crochet pattern of the day. I had actually picked this pattern out to show yesterday, and I totally forgot because I was in such a rush to feed the cats yesterday. So I didn't show it. So I decided I'll just save it for today. So I've actually been adding like to my crochet pattern highlight, like most of the patterns that I've added they've been really beautiful patterns that I definitely want to make, but they're all patterns that are going to require a lot of time. So I want to find some patterns that I can do quite quickly, and this is one of them. So I think they are just little flowers in these tiny little flower pots, and the Secret Yarnery actually did a whole bouquet of flowers, and I thought that was so pretty, and I do want to do that as well. But I thought these were just so simple. And I guess what kind of really drew my attention to them, I went to Grocery Outlet a while ago, and they had packs of these little, just really tiny flower pots, but you got 10 flower pots for $2, and they're each a different color, and they're really bright colors. So I thought that'd be perfect. I could find a matching yarn to match the flower pot and make some different flowers. Don't know where I would put them. I think they'd be kind of cute lined up across my desk. But I don't know, these are just super easy projects that I can finish like in, you know, just, you know, I guess kind of like one sitting. Just sit down, crochet a flower, decorate it, and have a cute little project. So yeah. So that's going to be it for me today. It's getting kind of late, and you know, I get up so early, so I'm starting to get a little bit tired. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that. I appreciate it so much. I love to hear what you're working on and what's going on in your life. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys soon. So have a great day, a great night, and I will see you guys soon. Love you all, and bye-bye.